Yo, what's going on YouTube? Welcome to another video. And oh Lord, we have a lot to talk about. And I mean a lot. Okay, so let's start off with Elon Musk, right? Let's start off with Elon Musk and Twitter, right? Now, for those of you guys, most of you guys will know, Meet Kevin on Sunday actually named 10 stocks that he said he thinks that people should buy or are a good buy. And Twitter actually happened to be one of those stocks. Now, for those who don't know, obviously Twitter was down 8% today. And this is actually because there's about a 50% implied probability of Elon Musk actually buying Twitter. And you can actually see that being reflected in the stock price. You know, the markets are forward looking. Investors are smart. The stock market is smart. And so Twitter was down about 8% today because the market is really starting to think that this Elon Musk Twitter deal is probably not going to go through. I don't know what they know or what they're thinking that we're not thinking, but the stock market is saying, it probably ain't going to go through. And because of that, Twitter didn't do so well, right? And so besides that, you also got some new news that I just recently saw. According to this news, Elon Musk is reportedly considering selling shares of SpaceX in order to finance his Twitter purchase. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know how the market feels about that. But what I can tell you is Twitter is down about 30% from the $54 price that Elon agreed to pay for the company. So that's not a good sign. And you know that Elon sold some Tesla shares in order to help him finance the deal. He's borrowing a little bit to help him finance the deal. He's getting other venture capitalists involved to raise money for him to get involved in this deal. And it really has just become a mess. And honestly, I don't know what to think. I don't know if it's going to happen or not. But one thing I can tell you, I don't know why anybody would tell you to buy that stock. I think you might be better off buying Activision if you're going to go that route, because I think Activision actually has a much better chance of that deal actually closing than this Elon Musk Twitter thing. And it's just turned into a complete mess, right? So moving on, tomorrow is going to be a mess. Speaking about messes, tomorrow is going to be extremely choppy. As a matter of fact, it's actually probably going to be more volatile and choppy than today was. As a matter of fact, you've got two Fed people speaking. You've got Bullard and Jerome Powell speaking tomorrow. And actually, I think you have a third member too. So tomorrow's going to be a mess. God knows what's going to happen. All I know is, you guys know me, I don't plan to buy stocks, at least for the time being. So I'm kind of just being patient. So I think tomorrow's going to be one of those days where we just kind of watch and see what happens. And whatever happens, we just live with the results, because it's not like we're buying anyway. At least I'm not. And hopefully there's no retail investors that listen to Chris Sain or any of the crazy people and buy stocks tomorrow, because I would not buy stocks on the day that the Fed's speaking. It's probably not a good idea, right? But anyway, you also have the April retail sales that are coming out tomorrow, so that'll be very interesting. And another new update, it just got announced today that Michael Burry is shorting Apple. And here's the deal with him. I know the guy's famous, the big short, blah, blah, blah. But I don't think people understand that actually he loses more on his shorts than he wins. Like, he actually loses a lot. But because he predicted, I don't know if it was the housing crash or the stock market crash, whatever he predicted. I think it was the housing crash. Because of that, he became famous and they made a video about him. And all of a sudden, he just has this notoriety as if he's like this great expert. Like, he's like a Warren Buffett type of guy, and he's just not. He actually loses a lot more than he wins. Actually, he's notorious for losing a crap ton of money because he shorted Tesla at one point and he got destroyed. So I wouldn't even take that dude serious, to be honest. I mean, if you can short Apple, you want. I mean, honestly, I like when people short stocks that I like. So honestly, please short Apple. Please make Apple go to $90 so I can put all the money I have into that stock. Like, seriously. I mean, obviously, don't put all your money in one stock, but you guys get what I'm saying. So you got that going on, right? Main thing I want to communicate to this video is the same thing I've been communicating. I think you guys have woken up now. I think and obviously some of you guys have woken up and realized that you shouldn't be buying stocks a little bit more than others who are a little jittery and really want to get into stocks. But I think today's market, what happened today, kind of told you everything you need to know. I think you guys are at that point now where you're like, yeah, I'm not falling for that again. Because remember, Friday we had that really big market rally, and then today it just, things were red again. So I think you guys know, like, okay, there's no point in buying now. Now, one thing I will say is we are getting closer to the time where it's time to buy stocks. Like, we're getting closer to that capitulation. And for those who don't know, that basically means like this great washout where people finally just give up, right? And just leave. And we're getting close to that level. And once we get close to that level, on top of more positive catalyst, then that's when I think it'll be time to buy stocks. Now, the downside to that method is, unfortunately, you are going to miss the bottom, but I would argue you're not going to catch the bottom anyway. So I would rather wait for more positive signs to happen. And obviously the market is going to beat you to it. By the time you realize that things are positive and getting better, the market will start rallying a little bit. But prices are already so ridiculously low, I really don't care, right? Like, it doesn't matter if I'm not able to get Apple at 139. I will take it at 147, right? Like I said, you can't catch the bottom. But if things start to look positive and get better, and I feel like we're really at this capitulation moment, then I think that will be the time to start deploying some capital. So like I said, just keep stacking your cash. I mean, obviously not financial advice. Do what you're going to do. But for me personally, I will be continuing to hold cash on the side and getting ready for what's coming. Because like I said, I think the market is going to drop lower. And once we get that final big, mega, nasty drop, I think that's when it's time to buy. Now, obviously, could drop lower, not catching the bottom. But like I said, I don't want to get into this habit where the market dips and then you buy this dip, but you're not accounting for this, you know, that whole little thing going all the way down here. You know what I mean? Like, you can't buy every dip. You got to pick the right dips to buy. So I'm waiting. Hopefully the S&P 500 finally gets into correction territory. That actually might be a good time to start nibbling. So that's just kind of my thoughts on the market. Just want to keep reiterating this because I know there are all these other YouTubers who are telling you guys to buy. I'm buying this, I'm buying that. And that is a terrible strategy to just buy stocks randomly every day. You really should just stick to a select few of stocks that you have huge conviction in. And you really should only buy on huge pullbacks, or in my case, when things start to get more positive. Because like I said, this is not a correction like a lot of people think, at least in my opinion. This is a straight up bear market, and bear markets are mean, brutal, nasty, and they hurt. They sting. So I want to make sure that everybody's safe, protected, and well prepared. That's why I'm sticking up cash. And so, yeah, there you guys have it. That'll go and conclude today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.